Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from on top of a giant dirt pillar in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. We're kicking off today, my friends, with a little bit of bad news and a little bit of good news. Let's start with the good news first, shall we? I've been working real hard here in our Minecraft survival world, and the place is starting to look really jazzy, which is very good news. Oh, that's looking straight into my feet. That's a little bit awkward. The bad news is, guys, that yesterday I actually recorded 2 episodes of Minecraft Survival with my microphone off. That's right, recorded the videos, went to edit them, and it turns out I hadn't turned on my microphone. I am an idiot. I lost 2 episodes worth of survival, so I'm a little bit behind this week with recording, and I'm going to be showing you what I did in the previous episode in this episode. In fact, in the previous 2 episodes in this episode. So lots of things to see today, and we've got lots of things to do. So sit back and relax with a tasty beverage. Hope you got a crunchy snack, guys. Let's play some frickin' Minecraft Survival, man. Take a look at this beautiful railway line that I've been working on. I did the majority of this work on stream last week. If you guys don't know, I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/ReNDoG and sometimes we stream from our Minecraft Survival world. But don't you guys worry, I never do any serious progress on stream. I just do some of the grindy work, like, doing some block variation and terraforming for our railway line, which, let's be honest, I should have started a long time ago. This railway line has been here for some time now, and we do need to start making it look a little bit more beautiful. I think I did the majority of this railway line work when I was on holiday in South Africa, so I wanted to get back to working on this a little bit, and as you can see, I've done some work out here. I've added some stairs all the way. Get out of the way, sheep, you freaking idiot! Get dead! That's what happens when you get in the way of Moleshire Incorporated. You take a shovel to the face. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, as you can see, guys, I have added some support for our gravel railway line by doing some variation of slabbage and stairs all the way, I think, to the base of the hill there before we get up onto the bridge. So a little bit of work has been done on the railway line, looking pretty decent. I've also started a brand new project at the Molehole, which we're going to be working on today. In the last couple of episodes, we've been working on the sugarcane farm inside of the Molehole. It's been going really, really good. The whole system is now working. Thank you, everybody who's been helping me out with the redstone, by the way. Sheep, get out of the way, you idiot! That's what happens when you get in the way of Moleshire Incorporated. Jeez. Stupid animals wandering onto the railway lines. I mean, honestly. But yeah, we did a lot of work on the sugarcane farm thing inside of the Molehole. And many of you guys in the last episode pointed out that I may have messed up some redstone here, and in fact I did. I actually blocked off some redstone wires over here, which I have now fixed. So all of you redstone geniuses out there, please do not worry your little faces. All the redstone is now working perfectly. Our sugarcane is being delivered into the storage hole as planned, and everything is looking jazzy up in here. But you know what, guys? I am tired of working on technical stuff in Minecraft at the moment. We've been inside of this very damp, moist cave now for some time. Also, where is our dog? Jock is AFK right now. I took Jock with me on an adventure in the episodes that I recorded but lost, and he seems to be missing right now, which is also bad news. Let's add that to the bad news column, shall we? Hopefully we can find Jock today. I don't know where he is right now, and it's kind of worrying. Let me just re-log into the world. Maybe he will zoom towards us from wherever he is. There we go. Let's load the world. Jock, my dude, where are you? Jock? No! No! I've lost Jock! I lost Jock off camera. That's really bad. Okay, hopefully we'll find him, because I'm basically going to be doing what I did in the broken episodes again. So I will be retracing my steps somewhat, and hopefully we can find Jock along the way. If you have a dog following you and you actually leave the chunk too quickly, the dog gets left behind in the chunk. So I've left Jock somewhere in the world. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Jock, my friend. We're going to find you, okay? Anyway, as you guys can see, there's a whole bunch of pillars around the Moleshire right now. Yeah, it's looking super janky. You can see these pillars going all the way around our world right now. And, well, these pillars are here for a very specific purpose. I've been doing some thinking about our beautiful Moleshire world, guys, and I realized something that when I was in the bath yesterday. I realized that we call this place the Moleshire, but we've never really taken time to define where the Moleshire is. What are the borders of the Moleshire, right? Does the Moleshire extend as far as the eye can see, or is the Moleshire a smaller sort of community or a smaller little city? And I've decided that we're going to make the Moleshire on top of this big mountain, and I put these pillars up here to represent where we're going to be building a massive wall for the Moleshire. We're going to be building a wall, Cyberdogs, and the undead are going to pay for it, and it is going to be huge. It's going to be the best wall ever made, and it's going to be awesome. And as you guys can see, I identified in the previous episode that I failed to record correctly that we are actually living on top of a very big mountain area over here, and this wall is going to run along the circumference of this mountain all the way around here, and I think that's really cool. We've got some natural defenses here against the undead hordes that are continually trying to kill us in Minecraft, right? And my thinking here is that we're going to build a really big wall around the Moleshire, and then we're going to make the whole place really, really safe. We're going to get the whole place lit up with light so that nothing can spawn in here, and then we can start moving some villagers to come and actually live here in our place, and they can be safe in the knowledge that they will not be murdered by skelebutts or creepers or endermen or zombies or all of those horrible, miserable things that spawn in Minecraft and try and kill us. So this wall goes all the way around the Moleshire, and the really exciting news is that we've got quite a large area over here to work with, right? This is basically the top of the molehole right now, and we're going to get rid of all of these trees, and we're going to start transforming the top of the molehole into a city, and we're going to be building something through the very center of the molehole. I think the entrance is down there. Yes, so the center of the molehole is somewhere around here, I guess. It's probably somewhere around here, yeah. And we're going to have something growing all the way out through the center of the molehole, and I'm thinking we should make a really sweet, massive tree up here, right? We're going to call it the Life Tree, as paying homage to my first survival series. And inside of the molehole itself will be the roots of the Life Tree, and up here is going to be a really massive tree, and beneath the branches and canopies of that tree will be Molehole City. That's going to be all the way up here. And as you guys can see from this vantage point, we can see that wall running all the way around the circumference here, defining the boundaries of our first Minecraft survival city, known as the Moleshire, where the goblins live. So that's pretty sweet. I'm very, very happy with that. It took me a whole episode to actually do what I just did in about 5 minutes. So yeah, there is something that I do want to kick off today's episode with doing, though. And hopefully we will find Jock doing this particular task, because this is what I did in the broken episode, and I guess I should do it again. So hopefully we can find Jock somewhere in the world. But I would like to make use of the map system in Minecraft, and well, I got some really interesting hints and tips from you guys about how to use maps correctly in Minecraft, and that's what I want to do. So let's find ourselves a nice decent spot over here for some mappage. This is kind of the center of the molehole, and what I'd like to do is start mapping out the entire area around our Minecraft survival world here, right? So let's plonk down a crafting table over here, and actually let's start off by making a map, and let's have a look at this map. Okay, so now we're sort of sitting on top of the molehole. You can't actually see the walls very well, unfortunately. I was hoping you could see the wall pillars or the foundations of the wall that I've set up here, but we can't actually see that. So let's make the map a little bit bigger, right? We're going to zoom out on the map by surrounding the map with paper, and as you can see, it's zoomed out a little bit, and that's pretty cool, but we can even zoom out even more. Let's go one more zoomage. Let's see how much we can actually zoom out on this map. Let's have a look. Okay, that's pretty good. That's put us in the top left-hand corner of the map, though. I want to go even further out than this, actually. Let's go all the way out. Okay, there. That's pretty good. Now we've got a really big map to work with over here. But of course, what we're going to have to do is reveal all of this area of map around us here, right? And this is going to give us a really awesome look at our entire world all the way around the Moleshire. And that might also give us a little bit of inspiration on what we might be able to build around here, because then we'll have a sort of bird's eye view of the land that we live on, and that might inspire some projects in the future. The sun is setting though, so let's get into the molehole, sleep the night away, and then I think Maximus and I, we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. Let's see see if we can reveal a lot of this map, and hopefully we can find Jock of the Bushveld somewhere along the way. The morning has broken, Cyberdog, and it now is a brand new, rather cloudy day in the Moleshire. A perfect day for some exploration, a perfect day to get a little bit of oxygen in the lungs, right? We've been working in that damp cave now for way too long. Let's get a bit of sun on the face, a little bit of a tan going for the ladies. You know what I'm saying, man? Maximus needs to get his legs walking also. He's getting a little bit overweight. He's been chilling in his enclosure there for quite a long time now, feasting on pumpkins and very, very fattening things. And I gotta say, Maximus, I love you, dude, but you gotta watch your weight, dude. You know what I mean? You're definitely eating way too much for a donkey. So let's do a little bit of exercise, you and me, Maximus, and let's get our map into our offhand, actually. That's probably going to be the best way to do this. And I guess what we should probably do is just start working around the circumference of this map, right? So we probably want to head all the way. Hang on, we can't actually get through here, can we? Leaves, can you please get out the way? Maximus and I have a very important mission right now, which is to explore this entire map and hopefully find our pet dog, which we have lost off camera because I'm a recording noob. So I'm going to do this, guys. I want to travel all the way around here, reveal a little bit of land around here. Maybe we can get a nice decent view of what we are living with around here. And this map is actually going to show us quite a lot of stuff in our world. I think this map is probably going to extend all the way out to the Holiday Inn, all the way out to the Skeleton Spawner Farm too. And it's going to give us a real decent view of the surrounding areas that we're currently living in. And I think that's really cool. You know what, man? Before I started this series, I never really used maps that much. And I wanted to use them a little bit more in this particular series. I made it a mission of mine to use maps more, and I think that they're really sweet, man. They sort of bring inspiration to me, I think. I love seeing the map. I love seeing the landscape that we're working on when we look at the map, and it does inspire quite a lot of, ideas in my brain. You know, when I see a sort of seaside section like this on the map, right? It sort of inspires, I don't know, maybe we can make a harbor out here. We definitely want to make a town out here. This is where the skeleton spawner is. We want to make a town out here, so maybe a harbor would look really cool here. Not only in the game, but on the map also, right? I think that would look really cool. And yeah, it looks like this map is going to show us pretty much everything in our world, which is kind of sweet, man. We're going to come up to the Holiday Inn now. We can see the railway line on the map too. Can we get a bigger view of it? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. We can see the Holiday Inn. We can see the railway line. We can see Molerail Incorporated here. Very, very, very cool. But we still got a huge portion of this map to explore, guys. So Maximus and I are going to spend some time outside. We're going to bond, you know, dog and donkey brothers, so to speak, and we're going to have a chat because we need to catch up. Maximus and I, we're drifting apart right now, and I need him in my life. So if I discover anything interesting, guys, I'll bring you back. Jock of the Bushveld, I found you, my dude. I found you. Where have you been? Jock, seriously, though, I was so freaking worried about you. Where have you been? Have you been messing around with the chicken over here? Have you, the chicken and the sheep, been up to no good? Have you formed a little gang out here, a interspecies gang? Chicken, sheep, what have you two been up to? Have you been influencing my dog to do bad things? Jock, my dude, why aren't you looking at me? Why are you looking kind of naughty right now? What have you and the chicken and the sheep been up to, my dude? Seriously, they just looked at each other. I knew something was going on. Jock and I have had a talk, Cyberdogs, and apparently he hasn't done anything naughty. Although I must admit, when I was a teenager, I may or may not have told a couple of white lies myself to my parents. So, Jock, I don't really believe you, but I'm watching you from now on. And you stay away from that chicken and that sheep. You hear me? They're bad news, bad influences on you, Jock. You need to surround yourself with good animals, not naughty animals. They come from a very dangerous part of the Moleshire, Jock. Okay? I don't want you hanging out with them. Anyway, take a look at this, guys. I've stumbled across a brand new biome out here while I've been exploring the westerly side of our beautiful map. And this is very good news for a number of reasons. In fact, for two very important reasons. Number one, we've got a swamp near us, which is going to give us a lot of access to some really great resources. And number two, we're going to be able to get our favorite flower, or should I say my favorite flower in Minecraft. These beautiful blue flowers over here. Look at these things. They are called blue orchids, and you can only get them in swamp biomes, and they are my favorite flower in this game. I love them. You can only grow them in a swampy biome, and you can only collect them here too. If you use some bone meal on the grass, you can actually produce more of them, which is really awesome. There's another resource that you might have spotted here. I've actually just gone back to the mole hole to get myself some shears, because we need the shears to collect this little bit of vineage over here. And vines are also really, really awesome, and I'd love to use some vines, especially in the mines of the dog. I think they'll look really nice down there. And the awesome thing about vines is that you only need a couple of vines in your collection to start a vine farm back at your base. You don't actually need to collect a lot of them. You can just use a few of them to produce an infinitely producing vine farm. So let's just collect a couple of these with the shears, and just realize the sun's gone down, which is kind of bad news. There are a couple of sheep around here though, so we might be able to get ourselves into safety quite quickly. Let's just shear a couple of them. I'm just going to borrow your wool. It'll grow back, guys, okay? Don't worry, it'll grow back. Let's get ourselves a little bit of wood as fast as possible. We've got a crafting table already, so we should be okay. The undead are going to be spawning any moment now though, so let's make ourselves a bed as fast as possible. There we go. Nice. Never fret, guys. If you are out in the middle of nowhere in Minecraft, you can always use the materials around you to get into safety. If there are no sheep around, well, you could just dig yourself into a hole and chill there for a while. Or you could make yourself a bed like a pro, like the ReNDoG, and you can just sleep that night away. And then obviously remember to pick everything up again. And we probably want to take this tree down also. We don't want this floating in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, this is awesome. We found a swamp biome, we found blue orchids, we found some vines. We're going to be able to make some good use of that back at the Moleshire. Still have a lot of this map to discover though, so we are going to need to carry on looking around. There's a skeleton over here though. Hi skeleton, I smell you dude, get wrecked. Oh man, Rambo doing the business. Jeez, that bow is powerful. Now, where has the donkey gone? Oh my goodness. Am I just losing my animals? I'm starting to think like maybe I should treat them a little bit better. They seem to be rebelling a lot against me, right? And there's another skeleton over there. Have you killed my zombie? Oh, you, dude, that is so rude. Get arrowed to the face. Maximus. Maximus? Still trying to find the freaking donkey, guys. He is missing. He's gone AWOL, but I've just realized that swamplands are a pretty good place to get some lily pads too. In fact, this is the only biome that spawns lily pads, so I'm going to collect a few of these to use as, I don't know, decorations for our water sources and stuff like that. Maybe we can use them inside of the mole hole at some point. But yeah, while we're out here, let's collect the resources that the biome offers. But I'm a little bit worried right now, actually. The donkey has run off. It's probably because I was teasing him about his weight a little bit earlier. Maximus, I didn't mean to call you fat, my dude. I was just looking out for you, okay? Did he fall down there? I hope not. That would probably mean the end of the donkey. But yeah, he's around here somewhere. I'm gonna try find him. There you are. Where have you been, Maximus? Did you go and speak to the chicken and the sheep? Are my animals planning some sort of revolt over here, guys? I'm a little bit concerned about them. I've got a bad feeling about this. We're back safe and sound in the Moleshire, guys, and that actually makes me really happy, especially because Jock is back and he didn't die. I was very worried that I'd lost him. Have a steak, my little man. There you go. Even though you've been a bit naughty today, it's all right. You know who you love, right? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Me, right? Me? What? The chicken? You love the chicken? We're done, Jock. You and me, we're over. Anyway, guys, we are back with the map, and let's plonk it into an item frame over here and have a quick look at our world. Oh man, it looks so cool. Can't really see much because we've zoomed out a lot, but there's the Holiday Inn, there's the railway line, and the Moleshire is over here. And hopefully when we start building these walls, we'll be able to get a better definition of the place. Also, a couple of interesting things around here, and I still need to reveal this northwest corner of the map, which I think we'll do together next time. And maybe you've got go on a bit of an adventure next episode too. I actually really enjoyed that little journey. I'd like to do it again. I'd also like to get a little bit of color into the storage hole. There is a zombie in here. That's not good. Let's get a couple of these orchids around the place. Hell, pig, my dude, are you okay? Hell, has the zombie done anything to you, my man? Did he try and ride you? Hell, my dude, are you okay? Listen, I know that you're a very intelligent pig and all you like to do is study and arrange items in chests, but you need to learn to start to fight, okay? You need to train yourself, hell. You need to get busy with the sword and you need to protect this place. It's actually my fault, my little man. I'm sorry. We need to get a little bit more light in here, it seems, guys. Looks like there's a spot here that a zombie can spawn, so that's not good. Anyway, let's get a couple of these orchids into the storage hole. Actually, while we're up here in the wood section of the place, let's get ourselves a little bit of spruce wood. I want to start working on the design for our walls that we're going to start doing today. Probably won't get much done because I think we've gone on quite a long adventure already. Kind of feel like we might be running out of time in the episode already, but man, I'm having lots of fun. I just want to carry on playing. Let's get a little bit of blue in here, I think. Let's get rid of some of these saplings, which are kind of boring, right? And doesn't that look beautiful? Aren't these orchids epic? Oh, I love them. They're such awesome flowers. My favorite flower in the game, which I think I already mentioned. But yeah, there we go. Looking fantastic. Jock, you chill here for now, okay? You protect the place. Hell needs your help. There's undead in here. Stop thinking about the chicken, you weirdo. The sun is rising once again over the fields of the dog here, guys. Isn't this place looking beautiful? It needs a little bit of a harvest, though. A little bit overgrown. I hope you guys have been enjoying the episode so far. Hey, if you've made it this far, let me know in the comments, okay? I always wonder how much of a ReNDoG video you guys actually watch. So if you made it this far, let me know. Anyway, let's start thinking about how we're going to be setting up some walls around the Moleshire. And I thought what we could do today is just work on an initial design for the wall. And over the next coming episodes or so, maybe we will work on getting the wall up. But I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about how we might design this wall. And I thought a good place to start would be up here. This is a fantastic place, I think, to begin our wall. Because up here, we got a great view of the area, and maybe even in this position here, right on the very edge of it, we want to have some sort of a watchtower or something here, right? That could be pretty cool. But why don't we just try and make a wall in between this area here? Just work on a little bit of a wall design that we can get our teeth stuck into. And I've been trying to think about exactly what this wall might look like, right? And I think what we need to keep in mind is the city that we are building here. What is the Moleshire all about? Well, we know that it's a place where gobbets live. We know that they're a bit of a rural people. They've got a mine. They've got a little bit of a very rudimentary farm up here. So they're probably also going to have pretty rudimentary walls. They're not going to be having these advanced stone brick walls, right? Their walls are probably going to be made out of rocks, made out of trees, made out of planks, stuff like that. And maybe another civilization came and helped them set up the wall. So maybe it's a little bit more advanced than the rest of the Moleshire, but I kind of envision the Moleshire being a very sort of wooden design, right? All the houses and stuff are going to be made out of wood. The majority of it is going to be made out of wood anyway, and everything that we make is going to be kind of rural. And I want to try and make sure that we keep the wall design in the same way as that, right? So let's set up a little bit of a stretcher wall right here. Let's get rid of this pillar that I made. Let's set up a bit of a structure right here. I'm thinking maybe what we should do is we should make a wall that is supported by oak or logs, right? There can be a variation of different logs, but for now we'll just use spruce, I think, just because I have the most of it out of all of the logs at the moment. But maybe what we'll do is set up a couple of supports like this, right? These are going to be holding up the wall, and what I'd like to eventually have is a sort of rampart on top of the wall that we'll be able to walk on, so that we can walk all the way around the circumference of our kingdom, which I think will be pretty sweet. But at the same time, I don't want to make the wall too massive, right? As I was saying, I think this is going to be kind of a rural style wall, and I think that cobblestone is probably going to be the majority block for it, right? So why don't we throw up a little bit of cobblestone here, but I do want to get a bit of block variation in here too. And I want to start working with some smooth stone and a little bit of these cracked bricks, right? Here's what I'm thinking. These gobbets, they made this wall out of all the different materials that they could find around the place. They did a little bit of excavating from their mine. They pulled out a whole bunch of weird materials from deep underground, and maybe they salvaged some of these bricks also from somewhere else in the world that we're yet to create. Maybe, I don't know, there's a ruin out there somewhere. Actually, that's a really cool idea. Maybe we could make a ruin out there somewhere where they might have collected these bricks, and they've been using the bricks inside of their walls walls to make the walls a little bit more secure, right? But the majority of the wall, I think, should be made out of cobblestone and should be made out of stone stuff. So why don't we get a little bit more smooth stone there and a little bit of andesite and maybe a little bit more smooth stone there. Let's have a look at what that looks like. See, that looks kind of cool. I do like seeing the little bricks every now and then inside of the wall, but I think that we should probably keep the block variation, the andesite and the cobble variation away from the bricks as much as possible because they look a little bit weird, right, when they're sitting flush with the bricks like that. So maybe we want to try and make sure that the variant blocks, right, the andesite and the cobblestone, they're nowhere near the actual stones themselves. So something like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Maybe get a little bit more cobblestone up here. Get it a little bit more rustic looking. That looks really nice. And maybe what we could even do is instead of the wall being so flat like this, maybe we could even, let's make a few slabs here too. Maybe what we could do is even make it a little bit janky on the outside, right? So maybe we have a couple of rocks that have fallen off the wall, so to speak, right? And maybe what we could do is even add some gaps in the wall. Yeah, that's a nice idea. I like that. We could even use some cobblestone stairs, actually, just to enhance that a little bit more so that the gaps don't all look exactly the same, right? So maybe we get another gap up here. So it's kind of like a little hole there, right? So that to me does look kind of cool. I like that. I like that. I guess we also want to get a little bit of light onto the wall. At the moment, zombies and stuff are going to be able to actually spawn on top of those blocks on the wall. So we want to make sure that there's no spawning happening. I always do this wrong. I don't think in 6 years of Minecraft I've ever been able to make a fence the first time, right? I always do it the other way around for some reason. But yeah, we definitely want to get some light up there, right? So why don't we try and get all the way up to the top of the wall again. Let's do a little bit of a trick here. There we go. And let's build this up just a smidge. And maybe, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe at the very top of the wall, let's just make a few more planks. Maybe at the very top of the wall, we want to have a little bit of slabbage, right? That's definitely going to stop anything spawning up there because mobs can't spawn on slabs in Minecraft. Did I just trample my croppage? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Can we make this jump? Hey, nice. Parkour pro right here. But maybe what we could do is we could add a couple of torches up here, right? So if we stick a fence like that and put the torch on top of it, I think that looks kind of cool. Nice and rural, right? Nothing super fancy, but that's working out real nice. And then maybe along the top of the wall, we could have some slabs like this, some spruce wood slabs. And this is where we're going to be walking. I guess the only problem with this design is that it's not a very safe rampart right now. Looks like we could probably fall off it quite easily. So maybe what we want to do is make a few more fences over here. Hang on, let's make quite a few fences. And you know what? Instead of trying to auto-craft everything, Ren, and use your brain to craft, why don't you just use this fancy little menu that Mojang has given you? You know, they put that in the game like a year ago, and I'm still not using it. Well, I'm an old school Minecrafter. What can I say, guys? Anyway, maybe we can continue the fence action down like this, right? And that's going to create for us a nice steady rampart here. And this tree is kind of in the way, but that's okay. Let's just do this, and this should stop us walking off the edge. Yes, that stops us walking off the edge. And that actually makes quite a cool looking wall. I do like that, I think. I do like that. Let's have a look at what it looks like from a distance. And I just did trample some crops, so nice job, Ren. Nice job. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. I like that. I mean, maybe we want to get a little bit of color variation into the actual fences and slabs. So maybe we can get some oak fences and slabs in there just to change up the color of the wood a bit. And if we mix up the logs that support the wall too, every now and then we have an oak log or even an acacia log. Might be a little bit crazy, but we could use different logs, right? Because obviously the goblets would have just used any old tree that they found to create these walls. And I actually think this has turned out really nicely, guys. What do you think about this, man? Cyberdogs, we be cooking with gas today, baby. This wall is looking really nice. I really like how it's turned out. You know, it's a really simple design, nothing too fancy to it, but it's really looking like it's going to suit our area over here. I kind of want to get a little bit more wood into this design, though, just to make sure that we don't go too cobblestoney, right? We want to make sure that it matches the design style of the Moleshire as much as possible, and I reckon adding another support beam there of slabs is going to help a lot. And I think what we could probably also do is get a little bit of green in here, right? So I got some leaves, and let's do a little bit of vine action, right? Let's do a little bit of vines growing out of the tree, growing down the wall on that side. That looks pretty nice. Maybe we have a sort of birch bush over here, right? That looks pretty cool. Maybe we have a nice little green spot there too. So that looks pretty sweet. Actually, this one's floating, looking a little bit weird. But yeah, that looks cool. That looks really nice. I mean, if we make the entire wall look like this, I think it's going to look really, really cool. And I guess what we could do is also just spruce it up a little bit with the odd, beautiful flower here and there. Some of that action's looking pretty good. And maybe we even want to get a little bit of pathing over here too, right? Use the path block a little bit too. Just to make it feel like it's sort of people walking here. Gobbets have been walking here, taking a look through here to see if any undead are coming. You know, this is a bit of trampled soil over here. That looks pretty sweet. I guess we need a little bit of grass and stuff here too. But you know what, guys? I'm getting carried away here, man. This video is probably already way too long. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. But hey, if you like this wall design and you enjoyed this episode, you guys know what to do, man. Hit that like button. Let the ReNDoG know you are enjoying the series. And if you haven't subscribed yet, of course, hit the subscribe button. Next episode, we're going to go and explore the northwest corner of our map. And we're going to continue work on this wall. And it's going to be absolutely awesome. Thank you for watching, guys. ReNDoG signing out from the Moleshire. And we'll smell you all in the next episode.